All right, let's get right into it. If you're a facilities manager, you already know the pressure is on. You've got to make your building smarter, way more efficient, and, more sustainable. But the big question is always, where do you even start? Well, today we're going to cut through all that noise with a super simple, actionable roadmap for your smart building upgrade. Does this sound familiar? I bet it does. The number one reason smart building projects just fizzle out, it isn't a lack of money or even technology. It's paralysis. You see this huge potential, all the integrated platforms, the sensors, the fancy controls, and it's just so overwhelming that the easiest thing to do is, well, nothing. And then 6 months go by, and you're right back in the same meeting having the exact same conversation. So, how do we fix this? How do you actually move from just talking about upgrades to getting them done? The secret is to stop looking at the entire mountain you have to climb and instead just focus on the very first, most important steps right in front of you. And this, right here, is the solution, a clear 3-stage roadmap. It's beautiful because each stage builds on the one before it. And what's really crucial is that each stage is designed to deliver results that literally help pay for the next one. You don't need the budget for the whole grand vision up front. You just need to get started. So let's start with stage 1, which is the foundation for everything that comes next. This is all about those low-cost, high-impact actions that give you immediate, and I mean measurable, results. This is your low-hanging fruit. We're talking about a really short time frame here, like the first 6 months. The entire goal is to build momentum. Getting those fast results builds confidence with your team, with your bosses, and that confidence is exactly what you're going to need to get the green light for stage 2. What's so great about this list is how simple these actions are. I mean, updating the HVAC schedules, it sounds so basic, right? But you wouldn't believe how many buildings are blasting AC into empty floors all weekend. Just fixing that can save a ton. And installing submeters? Well, you can't manage what you can't measure. This gives you the data you need. A simple audit of your set points can often undo years of inefficient settings. And here's the business case that makes this a total no-brainer. The cost is tiny. A lot of it is just your team's time for the audits, with a pretty modest investment for some basic hardware. But the returns, they're significant. We're talking real savings on cooling and energy that start paying you back almost right away. So, what does this all add up to? The bottom line is this. Just by focusing on these quick wins, you can expect a total energy saving of about 10 to 15%. And that is not just some number on a spreadsheet. That's real money. That is the seed money for your entire upgrade project. It proves the concept works, and as you're about to see, it's what's going to fund the next phase. Okay, so you've got some savings in your pocket, you've got some confidence from the team, now you are ready for the big step. Stage 2, core system integration. This part usually takes somewhere between 6 and 18 months, and the main goal here is to create a central nervous system for your building, bringing all those different separate systems together onto one single unified platform. This is where you connect everything, your existing building management system, your access control, a whole network of IoT sensors. Suddenly they all start talking to each other. And just like that, you have one single source of truth on a unified dashboard. This is where you unlock really powerful new tools, like predictive maintenance. Okay, yeah, the investment here is higher, no doubt about it, but just look at those returns. You're adding another 12 to 18% in energy savings on top of what you already got in stage 1. And what's even crazier, you're looking at a 30 to 40% drop in maintenance costs because you're moving from just fixing broken stuff to actually preventing problems before they even happen. And that brings us to the final frontier. Stage 3. This is where your building goes from just being connected to being truly, genuinely intelligent. Now, this isn't a project with a finish line. Think of stage 3 as an ongoing program of continuous improvement. It kicks off around the 18-month mark and it just keeps going. This is where you constantly refine, you optimize, and you squeeze every last drop of value out of your investment. The stuff you can do here is pretty transformative. We're talking about AI that actually learns your building's daily rhythm, digital twins that let you test changes in a virtual world before you spend any money, and automated reporting for all that compliance stuff. This is what peak proactive management looks like. And a really key financial shift happens right here. The big upfront capital investments, they're over. Stage 3 is typically funded through your normal operational budget, things like software subscriptions or service fees, It just becomes part of the way you run the building. Now, let's talk about what is probably the most powerful idea in this entire roadmap. How do you actually pay for all of this? Well, you create what's called a self-funding upgrade model. This chart kind of lays out the challenge, doesn't it? Stage 1 is a relatively small investment. Stage 2, well, that's a much bigger financial jump. So how in the world do you bridge that gap, especially when budgets are tight?
The answer is so simple, it's brilliant. You let the results from your quick wins fund the next major step.
Let me walk you through exactly how this cycle works. First, you nail stage 1 and you bank those 10 to 15% energy savings. Second, you use that cash to quickly pay back your small initial investment. And third, you take the ongoing profits from those new efficiencies and you reinvest them to cover the bigger cost of stage 2. It's a perfect, virtuous cycle. So I want to leave you with this question. Go back and think about that stage 1 checklist. Reviewing the HVAC schedules, auditing the set points, figuring out where to put a few sensors. Which one of those things could you realistically start tomorrow? Because that's how this whole journey begins. Not with a massive budget proposal, but with one small, smart, decisive step.